Welcome, SketchGDX game developers. At this point, you've learned how to draw your image on the screen, just like I have done so right here. The next thing that I think is the most important part of a game is game music. So if you're traveling through the open world of Skyrim or lost in the apocalypse of Fallout, the background music or the radio makes your adventure that much more fun. This part will cover how to add background music and is easier than you'd expect. So by this point, like I said, we should know how to navigate SketchGDX and add components and stuff like that if you followed all the other guides. Otherwise, if you didn't, then go navigate to those guides because you might be a little bit confused by this point on even how to draw just some pizza on your screen. So this component that we're going to be adding is literally just called music. Easy peasy lemon squeezy music. So we can name this component whatever you want. You can name it M, for example. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy to understand, and that is it. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go into our event section, and then we're going to go to our three dots. We're going to go to sound. So sound is going to hold all of our music and our sound effects files. So what we're going to do is click plus. We're going to click on this little sound icon, and then we're going to pick the sound that we want to use. I'm going to be using this one, Stardew Valley. Doesn't matter if you rename it, you can leave it this way, but I'm going to name it background music. Yes, I'm using a music file from another game, and then I'm going to click save. You can actually click on the image that is inside there and play it if you want. So yeah, you can hear that playing in the background. I'm just going to leave that as is, and then I'm going to click back and go all the way back out. Now I'm going to go into show. I'm going to go click on my palette, click on sound, live GDX, and don't get the sound and the music mixed up because those are two different things. The sound is just for sound effects. Now we're going to grab the music block. We're going to click the drop down, select our M, select our background music. I'm going to select the drop down for set looping because I want it to be looping, and I'm going to click play. Now the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to set the volume of this music file so that it's not too loud to be about 0.2. 0.2 is just about 20% volume, and then I'm going to go to my operator block, and I want this to be looping. And the reason why I want it to be looping is maybe I'm traveling through the world and then the game or the music has ended. I want it to replay again, so that's why I would set that to looping. So now we're going to go out and click save and click run, and that's about it for background music. Like I said, pretty easy, lemon squeezy. Let's listen to that music. Wasn't that ominous? Our pizza just sitting there listening to some Stardew Valley. So that's about it for this section, guys, or this part at least. Jump over to the sound effects section because we're going to handle our very first touch event. And you can also jump over to my blog because I shared a blog with some visual, text, image, following guide sections to make a game. Just like this. So see you there. See you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to learn how to make a game using SketchGDX. Bye-bye.